Shalom, today is January 6th. We're in day 458 of the war in Israel. We just got new news, a fresh notification of a shooting attack in Samaria, shooting into a passing bus. 6 are injured, 2 in critical condition. One of them is a 4-year-old girl. May God have mercy on them. This is really, really fresh and current right now in Israel. Now to the newspaper, Yediot Achronot. The headline is Hamichshol, the obstacle, Mispar Hashemot Barashima, the number of names in the list. Which list? We're speaking about the hostage list. So Hamas says that they have sent a list of 34 names to Israel, in which Hamas agrees to release in exchange to terrorists, while Israel says we have never gotten this list. Tza'ad kadima, tza'ad achora, 1 step forward, 1 step backwards. More in this newspaper is about Haredis getting enlisting yesterday, 50 Haredis in a new Haredi brigade. The cartoon today is Dedi Barnea, the head of the Mossad, and the children's board game called Sulamot V'Nechashim, meaning ladders and snakes. Here's Dedi Barnea about to reach the deal. But he's going up in the ladder, and look what's next? A snake that will take him down. Next headline, Ha'ishur shel Hamas, the approval of Hamas, the okay, meaning of the 34 hostages on a list. Ha'kasha be'Israel, Ha'kasha is denial in Israel. In the government in Israel, they're saying we've never gotten such a list. Ve'hatza'ah, the offer, le'dmei retzinut. Dmei retzinut, meaning earnest money that, or a price that Hamas will pay to show that they're serious towards a ceasefire. They're speaking here of an offer that Israel is considering to choose a number of a few hostages that Hamas will release before Israel will agree to a ceasefire before the release of the other hostages. In Israel, they are optimistic, but in America, they're pessimistic. Americans are, in this case, the American government is not optimistic about this deal. Today, Dedi Barnea, the head of the Mossad, may be going out to Qatar to continue the negotiations. Yamit, the sister of the hostage Doron Steinbacher, she says the government in Israel is speaking about the future and what will happen if terrorists will be released. But nobody's thinking about the current situation, about the present situation of the hostages that are dying in the tunnels and basements of Hamas. The photograph is from one of the first hostage exchange deals. Here are the Hamas bringing back Israelis and their children, Israeli women. Throughout the media in Israel, the voice is to let all of the hostages go in one go. The article is about this. Every newspaper that shares about the hostages is to increase pressure to let all the hostages, no matter what the price is. The next article is pointed to fighters, IDF fighters across the world that are on short vacations now. And it raises a question, He'eletem sirtonim me'aza? Have you uploaded videos from Gaza? And in red, Atem, you, besikun gadol yoter, you're in higher risk to get arrested. This article compiles information about what should soldiers look online for, what should they check before they leave the country, what should they check before they go back to Israel. There are pro-Palestinian organizations that are looking after IDF soldiers that are on short vacations around the world after they're fighting, and they are arresting them under the accusation of war crimes. And here's a map of different countries where it's most dangerous for the IDF soldiers: Ireland, Brazil, Spain, Belgium, South Africa, many countries that are higher risk for soldiers to go fight, as pro-Palestinian organizations are after them and may arrest them. So here there's a story about a drama in Brazil where an IDF soldier had to be, you can say, rescued out of Brazil through the Israeli embassy there. His mom says, I was shaking from fear that he'd be arrested. In the photographs, we see on the right, IDF soldiers bombing terrorist infrastructure in Gaza, and the left, the same soldiers having a good time in a hotel in Brazil, it says. So the pro-Palestinians are after these footages. They have names of soldiers, and they are very active in trying to arrest the soldiers. And the last article for today, Israel במלחמה, Israel's at war. חטיבת החשמונאים נפתחה. The Hashmona'i brigade, or Hasmoneans in English, brigade has opened up. 50 חרדים התייצבו. Around 50 ultra-Orthodox Jews have showed up for recruitment, for enlisting into the IDF. עשרות צעירים, dozens of young soldiers, young people, not soldiers yet, came yesterday to be recruited, as they will be joined into this new Haredi brigade. Now, Haredi is just in Hebrew the word for ultra-Orthodox. It's a new brigade called Hashmonaim, as it is the Jews. Hashmonaim were the Jews that fought the Greek in Hanukkah, and here we are just after Hanukkah. חלק מהמלש"בים התייצבו כשמלווים בבני משפחה. Some of these young ultra-Orthodox were escorted by their family members, which is a good sign. That means they have the support from their ultra-Orthodox families. Eliyahu from Beit Shemesh. Beit Shemesh is a town near us, near Jerusalem, that is ultra-Orthodox in a major way. He says, after October 7th, I did not feel comfortable sitting in the yeshiva and studying Torah while people, guys, my age, were falling, protecting the country and protecting me. Now, I'll add that I heard in the radio that the IDF expected much more than 50, actually more than double, but only 50 showed up. They're still hoping to get many more Haredi to enlist. Now, what's special about this Hashmona'i brigade is that it is specifically set and adapted for the Haredi lifestyle. So it's not anymore that Haredis need to step down from studying Torah and serve in the IDF. No, this is specifically for Haredis. The standard of the Haredi lifestyle is very high in that brigade. You cannot be non-Haredi in this brigade. So that means there's more prayer time. You cannot have a smartphone. You need to have a dumb phone because they don't have access to internet, and different other characteristics of the Haredi lifestyle that will be maintained in this brigade. And these are for, these soldiers will become fighter soldiers. So this is very special and unique. And as we remember, for decades, the government and the judicial system in Israel tried to bring more and more Haredis to the IDF, as IDF is in personnel shortage. It needs more and more soldiers as the war is ongoing. But for decades, they did not find a good formula, and we hope that this Haredi brigade, it's a new one, will be the solution. So I said this is the last one, but actually I'll show one more. Reads, Medina betrauma, country in trauma. There's actually less dikaon, less depression, but there are more people that are concerned. And here in this chart, it is divided to hafraot nafshiyot, which is mental health. So 29% in depression, almost 7% have suicidal thoughts, 22.6% are having post-trauma. Kshayei tifkud are difficulties in daily functions. And it says 458 days since the war has broken out, and still many citizens in Israel are dealing with the war's impact on the body and on the soul. Half of Israelis have reported that they're suffering from bad sleep, just low quality in sleep. 60% feel a decrease in personal security, and 26% feel that they have suicidal thoughts. And here in the daily functions, we see 60% have their personal security sense has decreased. Even the physical symptoms, it says kshaim gufanim, the physical difficulties. It reads more than 55% are complaining about headaches, and 55% also are complaining about tummy pain or back pain. And the main concerns by far is hamatzav habitchoni shel medina, the security situation in the country, 84%. That's the main concern. 86% are concerned of the division within the country. 70% of the financial stress, the difficulties in finances. In the photograph, we see a family, a mother and two children, or is it a couple and a child, lying behind the car on the street, on the side of the street, on the ground, as a siren goes off. This has become some sort of routine, some sort of normal in Israel. When we hear a siren, you're supposed to pull over, get out of the car, lie flat, cover your head while the siren goes, and you hope that you won't be getting any shrapnel or any explosion near you. Yes, this is the situation right now with many, many Israelis. The war is still going on. Thank you for supporting Israel. Thank you for supporting All Israel News. And for more news, go to allisrael.com. Follow us on our social media. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, with your family, and like it. I'm Rotem again for All Israel News.